a stripper. Turn up. Dance, dance like a stripper.
Whoa, 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 no, no, no. What are you doing? What? Oh, this isn't Jack the Stripper? No. This is Jack the Ripper. Oh. Let's go over here. In the game of Jack the Ripper, one player will of course be Jack, and the other players will be some other people that Jack is trying to kill, while all of these players are trying to get rid of the Jack the Ripper character. So the way you're going to start off with is you're going to take the Jack the Ripper card out of all the other people, you're going to place him aside, you're going to take the rest of the other characters and you're going to shuffle those up. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to deal out the Jack card plus a couple of cards equal to the number of players in the game. So we're playing with 3 players. You're going to play with Jack and 2 other cards. Now the other characters are taken out of the game. They are placed to the side, but not revealed who they are. So you will take these cards and you will shuffle them up, and then you will randomly give them to each of the players. So let's say that one is mine, and the other 2 players are right up there. Then everybody's going to get one of these life counter markers so that they know what their life total is. So each player has one. And then you will get one of these lovely quick reference sheets. So the quick reference will tell you how to play the game, how everything is, and the setup of the game. And what's nice about it is it has this little life pointer syringe on it. So what you'll do is you'll take the life pointer syringe and you'll point it at your total life. And everybody starts off with 15 life at the very beginning of the game. So everybody is going to have 15 life. Then you're going to go ahead and take the item deck. You're going to give that a really good shuffle. And you're going to give each player 3 cards. 1, 2, 3 for me. 2, 3 for that player. 1, 2, and 3 for that player. Once you've done that, you're going to place the item deck within reach of all the players. It's going to be off screen here, but everybody will be able to reach that. And then you will have the Ripper deck. Now the Ripper deck represents things that Jack the Ripper does. Now, you'll put this near the last player in a round, just to remind them that it is their responsibility to draw this after their turn is over with. So we're just going to go ahead and place that right here next to the 3rd player in the game. Now you're going to have your cards here. So let me go ahead and explain what some of the cards are that you might have in your hand. One of the first cards you might have is something with this lamp icon. With a lamp icon, you must play on your turn if you're going to play it, and this is an advantage card, so it might give you an advantage against another player. For example, the Spinner's Whistle says play this card face up on the Ripper deck. The next time the Ripper card would be flipped, instead discard the Spinner's Whistle instead. So this prevents something from happening from the Ripper deck. Sometimes some nasty stuff comes out of that deck. So that's one of the cards that you could possibly play with this lamp icon. One of the next cards that you can play are these ones with this straight razor on there. So an item card with a straight razor is an attack card. Now it tells you what it does, but also they usually have a number down here, which is a quick reference. So anything with a straight razor is an attack against another player. So for example, the Cupid bookend can be used to make another player lose 2 life. Now, one of the rules about this game is that if you have at least 1 card with a straight razor, you must play a card on your turn. Now, that doesn't mean you have to play the cards with a straight razor, but you must play at least something from your hand. If you don't have any cards with a straight razor, you don't have to play any cards that turn. You can go ahead and skip your turn. So if I have, let's just say this was my hand, I would have to play either the straight razor or this lamp card, the spinner's whistle. The last type of card that you might have is you might have one of these ones with an elixir on them. Now the elixir cards are cards you can only play on somebody else's turn. And it'll tell you when you can do so. Sometimes that allows you to play them on your turn, but they're very specific to tell you when you can do so. So for example, the soapbox from Hyde Park. At any time you are the target of an item card, redirect the effect of the item to a different player. So you can use your soapbox to point at somebody else and they will get the effect of that item card. So those are the types of cards that you might have. So let's just see what I have in my hand. And let's see here. We have a Saber Scabbard, which makes somebody lose 1 life. I have a Broken Tip Saber, which lose 3 life. Ooh. And I have an Iron Shoe Mole, which makes somebody lose 5 life. So that's 5, 9, 10. I can make somebody lose 10 life if I really, really wanted to. Since this is very, very early in the game, I don't know who Jack is. Also, you're going to secretly flip over your card and look at who you are. And ooh, I am Jack the Ripper. So that makes it very interesting. If it wasn't Jack the Ripper, I might try to, spread out my attacks. I can go ahead and use all my attacks against one other person, but that might tip the hat that, hey, that person is really Jack the Ripper and they're trying to kill somebody off. So let's see what I can do here and use a little bit of strategery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break everything up. Now, because I have at least 1 card with a straight razor, I must play at least 1 card on my turn. So I'm just going to be crazy. I'm going to use everything. To start your turn, you're going to draw a card, and oh, look, I drew another straight razor, so I'm going to be doing some murder in this turn. So let's see here. What did I say? I had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9 and 4 is 13. So I can do 13 damage to somebody else, or I can split it up however I wanted to do. So why don't we go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and use this Iron Shoe Mold, and I'm going to use it against this player right here. So they're going to go ahead and they're going to lose 5 life. So that'll put them down to 10. And so they want to split it up here. I'm going to go ahead and use this Croquet Club against the other player here, which will put them down to 11, because that was only 4 life. And just to make it even so nobody suspects me completely, I'm going to use this Saber Scabbard. And I'm going to use it against this other player, so both of them are down to 10. So I was like, look, I attacked everybody equally because I don't know who Jack the Ripper is yet, and we will see. So I kept 1 card left in my hand, and that'll stay in my possession. Then the next player will go ahead and take their turn. You'll continue around till the 3rd player, or in my case the 3rd player, in your case the last player of the round, takes their turn. Then they're going to go ahead and they're going to go to the Ripper deck, and they're going to flip over the top Ripper card and go ahead and do what it says. So we have Intense Anger. Jack the Ripper slashes at Clement Morgan. Reveal Clement Morgan. Clement Morgan's player loses 5 life. So, if Clement Morgan is in the game, they're going to flip over their character card and they're going to lose 5 life. So let's just see if Clement Morgan was actually in my game here. No, that is not Clement Morgan. And, oh, Clement Morgan is right here. So Clement Morgan was player number 3. So they will flip over and reveal their character card, and they're going to, boom, lose 5 life. So now they're down to only 5 total life. Now, if Clement Morgan is dead or is not in the game, Jack the Ripper may reveal himself and slash wildly at all other characters. If he does, all other players lose 3 life. So if Clement Morgan was already dead or not in the game, I have an option as Jack the Ripper to reveal myself if I choose to. So you just go around the table and be like, hey, is anybody Jack the Ripper, and do you want to go ahead and reveal yourself? If I was like, no, I'm not Jack the Ripper, and no, I'm not Jack the Ripper, we'll go ahead and skip that. And then that goes ahead and that gets discarded to the Ripper deck discard pile. You will continue on until all of the regular people have either been eliminated or Jack has been eliminated. Now, with my game, they did send this lovely playmat that was really handy to use. So this has places for all of your decks, and it has places for all of your health. So they also sent along some little beads here, so that way you can track your health on there. And then this little white bead is to put next to where you're checking your health, so that way you know you're in charge of doing the Ripper deck. But this was a really cool add-on. I really appreciate it. It worked really, really good on my smaller table. If you had a bigger table, I think you might want to go ahead and use the life counter cards if everybody is spread out a little bit further and they can't quite reach something like this.
This program is part of the Pathological Nerdcasters Network. Find more at pncn.rocks, where all the geeks come to play.
So Jack the Ripper is a really fun, really quick deduction and bluffing game. So you're trying to figure out who Jack the Ripper is, and if you are Jack the Ripper, you got to figure out how to be very strategic about how some of the attacks go. Now, sometimes there are cards that will force characters to be revealed, and at the end of that phase, they'll flip back over unless they are already eliminated from the game, and they'll stay face up. Sometimes there are cards that allow people to swap identities. So if you are Jack the Ripper, you can swap your identity around, and you know where Jack the Ripper is. And if you're really high on health, you can try to, peg somebody down and flip them to be Jack the Ripper, kill Jack the Ripper, and then you can share a victory. So sometimes switching sides is a really cool way to manipulate the game and make the game work in your favor. This is a lot of fun. I definitely recommend this. So this game will be on Kickstarter, so you can go ahead and back it. I'll have a link down below for that. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and help support Cloak and Meeple. I'm going to have my subscribe link down there, my support link right over there. And don't forget, I'm part of the Pathological Nerdcasters Network. You can go over to pncn.rocks to find out more about everybody within the network. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
Dance like a stripper.
Turn up.
Dance like a stripper.